mind just on seeing you for the first time. Now, why have we got this person playing from a 10 here? What's that to represent?
Doing what, sorry?
This person here got a 10 badge on. He looks very happy. Because every day I've got a scale in my life.
10 out of 10.
I can either operate from a 0, which would mean I'm dead, or a 10. What's the scale? Sliding scale of how you've made up your mind to feel. You know, because you get up out of bed in the morning, it's really up to you where you set that slider. You either set it at a 10, you can have a good day, or you set it at a 0, you can have a shit day. And it's up to you to choose that thing. Right? The Queen and other people all have the same sort of days as you, they just learn to set their slider at a different point. I see people who win the lottery. They change their life and they feel better for about 3 months, then they're back to like they were before, despite having all the money. They're back behaving and feeling, oh, God, that's bloody useless to me. It's a decision you make. So he's made up his mind to play from a 10. He's smiling and laughing, and life becomes a reflection of what he is. It isn't other people that make it wrong, it's you. So change your demeanour and you watch the way the world changes. And this little dog running around the street, Eero, in this E plus R equals O. Experience plus your reaction to it equals the outcome. Right? It isn't the event that happens in your life, it's how you react to it. Something happens to you, let's say you get up first thing in the morning, you're trying to rush off to work, the kids are fighting at the breakfast table, one of them empties Rice Krispies all down the front. Right? That's what kids do on purpose, don't they? And just when you're trying to get out of the door. So you, all right, and you get upstairs to clean your teeth, and you find your husband or your partner has used the last bit of toothpaste. And they've also, because men don't do this, they've used the last bit of toilet roll. And they didn't say anything to anybody. Right? This is exactly right, you see, but it isn't that that's the problem, it's your reaction to it. If you make it like, look, shout at the kids, have a go at your husband or your partner, and so by the time you go on the bus to go to work, how are you feeling? Really grumpy. So what's the outcome of your day going to be like?
Not good.
Right, now exactly the same situation, these things have happened, you say, okay, they're only kids, we're all healthy, we haven't got any deadly diseases, you know, we can easily change the child's t-shirt, we don't go to school, and you know, I've got a smile on my face instead. Now what's your outcome going to be like?
Better.
Better. Maybe not brilliant, but better. It's your choice. Experience plus reaction equals outcome. So you choose, next time you're getting really pissed off with something, choose to go and have a different thought about it. It's your choice. Why do most people, then, when they hit an obstacle, why do they go down with it? Because it's easier. It's easier to collapse on the floor and say, oh, my life. All right? My poor old mum, she had a wonderful life, you know, she was very old when she died. But she always, when I look back in my childhood, thought that somebody else was having a better life than she was. And it just wasn't the case, but she made up her mind. Everybody else was doing stuff, like FOMO, isn't it? Fear of missing out. Everybody else is doing stuff. Not true. Having the same difficulties in life as you're having. The only difference is, they're having a different reaction to both the ups and the downs of life. Now, what about this chap over here? How many of you got friends who play from a 1? Fucking hell. Right? Whatever you do, life's a real bitch, isn't it? No matter what you say, they will have a moan at you. When I first joined Xerox in Croydon, I went down for an interview, and just as I was coming out of the interview, I thought I got the job. The man who was going to be my boss, his name was Bruce Cantle. He said, now before you go, he was a very tall man, and he'd speak like this. We used to call him the priest, because he sounds like a priest. And I need to tell me what that you think that is over there. And he'd point to the office kitchen. I said, that's a kitchen, Bruce. Yes, that's a kitchen, very good, very good. And what's this over here? I said, well, it looks like a cold water dispenser. Yes, that is. What's that? That's a coffee machine, Bruce. And what's that? That's a fizzy drinks machine. Very good, he said. But you've made a mistake in all those things. They're none of them what they look like. They're all machines for sucking the happiness out of the room. Because when anybody gets near them, the kitchen, the drinks machine, the coffee machine, they start bitching. They've got to have had a perfectly good day, but they join the crowd by the drink water cooler. And they've got to be happy, but as you get near them, oh, fucking hell. I'm pissed off. Are you? Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going, I'm leaving. I've been for an interview. I don't blame him. Fucking hell. This is bloody useless. You know the manager? Yeah, he's an idiot. Is he? Yeah? Everybody knows him, yeah? They talk themselves into this big pot of goo. And the boss is always an idiot. Yet the boss is the guy with the Jaguar in the car park. The boss is the guy who's running things. Is he such an idiot, or the people standing around saying what a bad life they're having? And always complaining, always moaning. I'll tell you one little secret. If you would have somebody in your life, your friends, and your relations, who are always complaining, the thing to do is listen to them for a bit, and wait till they run out of steam. And they will run out of steam eventually, then you say, hey, you made me laugh! You're always joking! And they never want to talk to you again because misery loves company. Misery loves company. Stay out of the place where all those people collect. Stay away from the water cooler. Be that different person in the office. And if your office life is so bad, get another job somewhere. There's stacks and stacks and stacks of work in London at the moment. We're down to 4.5% unemployment. If you can't find something out there, you must be bonkers. There's stacks and stacks and stacks of work. So you can easily get another job. And my lady was telling me the other day, my travel agent, that there's one of the women she works with has got a daughter of 21 years old, sits all day in an estate agent's office, but she wants 19,000 a year for doing it. She's like a trainee hint. She's not going to get out of bed for less than 19,000. There's plenty of work worth more than that around London. You can go get it if you feel like a job. Or set out on your own. There's stacks of room. When I first moved into my flat in round the back of Bond Street, the guy upstairs, his kitchen was above my kitchen, and his washing machine must have leaked, and it ran down my wall. So I rang the landlord, and I said, "Can you get this fixed?" He said, "Yes." He said, "You fix up, you get the repairs made, and just put the bill into me." And I found these people in North London. A chap turned up with a Honda with a box of tools on the back, and he fixed the leak and painted over where the wall got damp. And I said to him, "Is there much call for a handyman in the West End of London?" He said, "Oh yes," he said, "90% of my work is putting up pictures." People come around to his house, "What do you want done?" I said, "You put a picture on the wall, please." Boop, boop, boop. I say to anybody, you haven't got a job, have you got a drill at home somewhere, electric drill? Have you got some raw plugs? Have you got some screws? You've got a business. Go and put some, if you're not doing anything on Sunday afternoon, go and put some leaflets through the doors of everybody's house in Hampstead and Maida Vale and Mayfair. You'll be inundated with, once they find you're any good, with people who are willing to pay you £50 an hour. An hour. Right? £50 minimum call-out charge. This is serious stuff. There's plenty of people who want what you can possibly offer. Plenty of people in the suburbs of North London who will pay. We can't get anybody where I live in South East and Bromley to mow the lawn. Gardeners are at a premium, they charge what they like. You got a mower at home? Stick it in the back of a van. Walk around, knock on a few doors, say, "Oh, thank goodness you've come. Can you chop that branch of a tree, mate? You get £60. I've had one of those. So, seriously, it's all out there. Stacks and stacks of rich people who are willing to pay people like you and me a lot of money for doing stuff they could do. Why are you doing it? Why are you hanging around the water cooler wherever you work, complaining about things? Now, why do you think we've got... We'll finish asking you to act now. Why do you think we've got the #1 player, his eye falling out? I want you to concentrate on the importance of visualising things. Visualising things. I'm going to talk about visualising. Stand up, everybody. I told you we'd try and demonstrate some of these things. What I want you to do, stand with your feet about, I don't know, 12 centimetres apart. Right? And if you're right-handed, put your right finger up and point it ahead. If you're left-handed, put your left finger up. Right?
Create some space between you guys, otherwise you're going to whack each other.
Yeah. Come down where you're going to swing around, so give yourself enough space to swing. Now, I want you to look down your finger as if you were pointing a gun at somebody. And if you're right-handed, I want you to swing your body around to the right. If you're left-handed, I want you to swing your body around to the left. And go around as far as you can go, and notice when you've reached your absolute limit, how far around you've gone. Notice what you're pointing at. I've just pointed at the word cooperative there. Right, notice what you're pointing at. Don't move your feet. Go around as far as you can go. Then come back and put your arms down. What I want you to do now is just keep your arms down and shut your eyes and listen to my voice and just imagine doing that again. Just imagine in your mind's eye. Imagine you put your finger up, you're swinging it round as far as you can go, but this time in your imagination, I want you to go another 10 centimeters further. Some of you will be able to do 20 or even 30 centimeters further. Go to that 35 centimeters, 40, well done, whoever that is. You've gone 40 centimeters round, further than you went round last time. Notice what you're pointing at now. In your mind's eye, in your imagination, bring your hand back to the middle and let your arm drop down to the side. Put your fingers up, really in real life. Fingers up in real life. Go round to that mark you won't come for. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. How many of you got further round? Yeah. Put your hand up if you've got further round this time. Let me tell you why that is. You visualize it. The reason that you've got round further is this. That although your brain is very, very complicated and complex, and neuroscientists don't know how complex it is and how it actually works, one thing we do know that it believes everything you tell it. The first time you swung your finger around, you could only go as far as that. But because your brain can't sort out what's real and what's imaginary, the second time you did it, when you were just listening to my voice, gave you a new limit, 40 centimeters further. When you took an imaginary photograph of that in your mind's eye, tick, that's the reality that your brain said it was now working with. So when a third time I asked you to do it properly, that was the marker. The only limitation was an imaginary one within your head. This is why they teach all sports people now, whether it's in rugby matches or athletics and everything else, to see themselves winning in their mind before they do anything else. Because at that level, your human brain is very, very simple. And it believes everything you put in front of it, even the dreams. It thinks dreams are just as real to your brain as reality. So visualization, once they go around 40 centimeters further, the brain said, okay, you can do that. I've seen you do it before, even though you've never actually done it before. This is why when you read your goal list, I want you to visualize having that goal. I want you to visualize if it's a car, let's say, or you're unlocking it, sitting in it, smelling the leather, looking around, feeling the car around, or it's a flat or something, or is it a certain amount of money? I don't know. Your goal. I have a friend who carries a $1 million check around with him all the time, made out for himself. Just to remind himself whenever he looks in, I've done this. Yeah. Seriously. My son, I've taught him to do this. He's now 40 odd. Whenever he used to come and see me in my flat in town, he often used to go for a drink with me in the evening after he finished work in the city. I'd go out with him, we'd walk down into Mayfair, and there's some of the nice pubs down there, and invariably he would stop and say to me, look there, what? And there'd be 10 or 20 quid lying in the gutter. And we'd go into a pub, and every other time we were in there, he'd win a jackpot. Because he expects to. The conjurer Darren Brown did an experiment in London where he dropped £10, or he had a £10 note stuck to the pavement with glue. And optimistic people always found it, pessimistic people never did. I had a guy call me just after Christmas, when I used to run a course up in Stavanger in Norway for Statoil, the Norwegian State Oil Company. And I said, you know, this finding of money tends to happen to people who have a more optimistic outlook. And he rang me up to say, I wouldn't have believed this book. I just came out of my house a little while ago. I found this 100 kroner note. And it happens to my son all the time. Not the reason why. He said, I said, give me some clues. He said, your best place to find money is supermarket car parks. Not bus stops, because people have got coins, well, not even these days, because you've got your Oyster cards. But supermarket car parks, people often pay with cash, take them out of their pocket, and the notes and stuff all on the flat floor. You spend 10 minutes on a supermarket car park, he said, you'll find anything. From a penny up to 10 quid, sometimes 20 quid. But it's just to do with an attitude of mind. Expecting to get it. You know, when I heard somebody talking from me earlier, what do you say if somebody says it's too expensive? It might be the way you're saying to somebody, when they say, how much does this cost? You might be saying in the way, £750. Now, if I said that to you, for a day's work, how would you feel? £750. See, well, that's what you say, oh, it's too expensive. What about, how much does it cost? £750. For that, you get a morning's consultation, a couple of these, a couple of these. So when would you like me to start? No hesitation in my voice. Why do young people these days talk in questions? I run a software house. Yes, we do repairs. And we've been here for 5 years. I have 15 years experience. Do I sound very confident? And yet most people talk like this, don't they? That's why you don't want to buy it. How much does your service cost? £750? Oh, God, I can't got a lot of money for me. £750. Recently, I had a client for the first time. Somebody said, you should really go on to phone coaching. I was contacted by somebody who had an input I put on LinkedIn. And she said, how much do you charge? And I said, £500 an hour. She said, all right then. I just made it up. I didn't think I'd get it. I got phoned up, I said to my wife, do you know what's just happened? I said, somebody's paying me 500 quid for an hour's work. And she wants me to do it once a week from now till Christmas. But just when I said it, I had the courage to ask it, well, why? Because to her, it was worth it. The value in her head was that she wanted that sort of, you know, if I had said £90, she would have done, can't be much for 90 quid. 150 sounds expensive, must be. You know, I said to you earlier, it's just as easy to sell a Mini as it is to a Rolls Royce. You just pick your audience differently. You make up your own mind where you're going to sell to. Do you want to be the Lidl of your market, or do you want to be the Waitrose? Where do you want to be? Or the Harrods? So it's a choice you make. You can sell stuff more cheaply if you're in a Lidl or an Aldi, but you've got to do a lot more work to it. If you go to Harrods, or even maybe Marks and Spencer, you know, one apple, £10, yeah, all right. People want to spend more, and they're willing to. And they know what they're coming in. They know what the business proposition is. So what are you going to be? It's a choice you make. It's a choice you make. What are you going to sell at? Don't start getting into discounting, it's ridiculous. Value equals benefits minus cost. Value equals benefits minus cost. Always got to remember that. I've got time to do all of that sort of thing today. Right? So all I want you to remember is visualize. Do your visualizing when you get up in the morning, visualize, and I know that eyeball is going to tell you that. Now, why do you think that eyeball falling down into the pot, what do you think? Why do you think it's forming itself into a fizzy question mark?
Make the person think.
First of all, your emotions have got an awful lot to do with your physiology, how you decide to stand, how you decide to walk around. Don't think that by going down to your local village hall once a week and lying on the cold timber floor and going everything's going to change, isn't it? Right? Your emotions change because your physicality changes. So why, if you've got a headache, people often say to me, Bob, I'm depressed. I say, really? How do you do that? Well, you must be doing something. Go on, everybody do depressed for me. Playing for one. How would you be acting now? How would you be doing? How would your physicality be like if you're playing from a 10? You're smiling, you're up, you're moving your seat. Why don't you do that then? Why? Oh, is it easy to be a 1? It's always easy to be a 1. That's why you're depressed. It's a choice you make. You get up, you start doing stuff, and you start to feel better. There's a song from the musical The King and I. Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect, I wish a happy tune, and no one will suspect I'm afraid. The result of this confusion is very plain to tell, for when I fool the people I meet, I fool myself as well. Pretend to be happy. When you're learning to fly, they teach you to pretend to be in command and confident in an aeroplane. You get lost somewhere over Kent, which is quite easy to do, let me promise you, and I have got lost. It's no good, no other pilot flying around trying to get planes into Gatwick and everything else wants to hear some other amateur weekend pilot saying, oh, I don't know where I am. I'm somewhere near, oh, I don't know, it's something that's holy down there, I'm not quite sure. And I'm very frightened. You know what they tell you to say? They teach you to call the local airport, like Gatwick Control. My reference number is Golf Bravo Sierra Victor Mike. I'm temporarily unsure of my position. That's the phraseology, exactly the same situation, but expressed in a more confident way. Act confident. People accept you for that. Yeah. Right? Now, Question marks is questions I want you to ask yourself every day. I've got these yellow post-it notes on my bathroom mirror. When you get up in the morning, and men who are having a shave, and women just having a wash in their faces, this is what I want you to try and read off. And try and write these on a yellow post-it note. If you will stick on there, that's very good. And these are what I have in mind. The first question for myself, Bob, what are you looking forward to achieving today? That's my first question to me while I'm having a shave. What am I looking forward to achieving today? Second question is, how can I have fun doing it? Third question is, how do I move when I'm unstoppable? Get my because my physicality makes me feel right inside. And I'm walking about with my head up. You walk along with your head up and meeting other people's eye gaze, you'll find that they look